Okay,
We're calling it the Window Works Art Project, or
Walk.
Window Works Art Walk Project, okay? And the original idea was we looked at all these empty storefronts in Long Beach and said, this is an eyesore. They've been empty for so long, why don't we see if the owners would let us put the artwork in the window? So we have to go through a realtor to do that because we don't always know who the owner is. And some of them were very excited and very cooperative. Well, one of them was very cooperative and very excited, more than I ever dreamed. And as of right now, we have, I think, at least 20 places to show our work. And some of those buildings are not just empty storefronts. The owners now want us to go inside. So, and we have a couple of restaurants as well, like 3 restaurants. Okay, in fact, there's one restaurant coming into Long Beach that is in Oceanside. I'm not going to say right now who it is, but they are moving into Long Beach and they are very well known. And we are going to feature our artwork inside the restaurant. Okay? Okay? The first place we're going to fill, and I want you to keep this in mind because I want you to drive by if you're interested in this project, is go down Beach Street. When you get to New York Avenue, park your car. On the south side of Beach Street, there is an empty storefront. It wraps around the corner, and there's a lot of windows. Okay, we have that whole section. The whole section. And how many windows are there, Bob? 24?
yep,
Okay, 24.
24?
24.
And they're not really wide. I think the widest one was, do you remember?
30 inches.
Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. That's going to be the first one we're going to fill. And because a lot of the empty storefronts don't actually have addresses showing, I think it's better if we number them. Like that'll be space number 1 and 2 because it's 2 storefronts next door to each other. Until we, the owners put a sign up or something. But I think for our purposes, we'll give the location and we'll call it space 1 and 2 for now. So we can identify it. And after tonight's meeting, we're ready to receive the work. The owner's waiting for us. He said, the ball is in your court.
What's the process of work being received?
Okay, I have to set a date with the owner so he can open the door. All of the storefronts, except for the ones that have the interior, of course, the buildings that are open, I don't want to talk about that right now. The storefronts that are empty will all be locked. So I will make an appointment with the owner. The owner will go there, open the door. He even said he'd have the windows cleaned for us. I mean, we may have to clean the inside, And we will meet the artist. I don't want to store anybody's artwork in my house or Bob's garage, or Allison's already shaking her head, and I don't think Stu wants it in his house either. No, I don't want to touch it because it could get damaged. So we will make an appointment for a date, and then the artist will know what date to, But I want the artist to send as an email, send me what they want. We're asking for what, 2 pieces or 3 pieces, up to 4 pieces.
Now, is there an application?
Yeah, I have an
You've already
application.
sent out?
Yeah, I have an application. No, I didn't send it out yet. I have an application all ready to go, and there's labels. So you'll label the artwork just like you would for a regular gallery. The only difference is we're not hanging it on a wall, we're hanging it on a window. And Stu, you want to talk about that?
So on a window, if you're hanging something, it's a little different than a wall because the person is outside looking in, and you basically have to figure out a way to hang it. You don't have the access of the back of the art, so it makes it a little more challenging. So I use these hooks a lot when I hang shows, and the hooks really hold well. Like these hooks are each good for 3 pounds. So if you have 2 hooks for one piece of art, the art can be up to 6 pounds, and that's a lot of weight for art. So the average oil painting, that's say 24 by 36 in a fairly thin frame, it's going to be about 3 pounds, 2 or 3 pounds. So you really don't have to worry about it coming off. It holds well. I hung a show at the Doe Hut. I had about 12 paintings I did, and I only used these, and I had, I used the small ones. There's even smaller ones you can get, and they were great. And
But
when
you're
you peel,
inside a window.
right. But let me show you. Yeah, that's what I'm leading to. So this is, on a wall, they work great. And what happens is you pull the strip off afterwards, and it won't take the paint off. They're designed to leave the paint on, so they're good. Now we're using a window, so we don't have to worry about having paint come off, which is easy. The only thing is, now we're going to put a hook on the window, and you have to figure out how to do it so the painting hangs straight. So here's what I came up with. If you have a square painting, let's say it's a 20 by 20, the best way I think to do it would be to have 2 hooks, you put them right on the glass. They're facing obviously the inside. And then you could, at the top end of the painting, get little eye hooks, screw, this is an unframed painting we're talking about, or a frame that you don't mind sort of ruining. You put the screws in the side of the painting, get fishing wire or thin wire, you make a hoop, and you just hang it on the hook.
Okay.
The hook is going to be on the glass. When you're looking at it from the outside in, you will see the back of the hook, so you will see something on the glass, but it's, it's not
It
that
won't
big.
interfere.
It's like 2 inches high, so you're going to see the glue strip, but it's like tape. It's not going to be that bad. That's, I think, the safest way to do it. You can use suction cups, but suction cups eventually, on a sunny window with the
We're
heat,
concerned about that.
they're going to dry out a little bit and then they're going to fall.
Where do you get those?
Any hardware store. These you can get at Home Depot, True Value,
Ace has them.
Michael's, Arts and Crafts sells them, anywhere. Any hardware store or arts and crafts store.
What, is that the brand that you prefer?
Command is the most popular one.
Which Command?
Command. And they have all sizes. They have smaller ones. This is the middle size. There are at least 3 sizes, probably 4. And then you can get a smaller one. I used the smaller ones in the library to hang. I had 3 small pieces, each one. And the smaller ones, I think, hold a pound or a pound and a half.
I wouldn't get anything too small.
No.
You want to get
Yeah, yeah. But then I was thinking, if you have a window, let's say that's a window here, but it's going to be square. You can stick this on the inside wall and just run 2 wires down, and then you won't see it on the glass.
Oh.
Like if this is...
Right over here, that window there.
All right, so let's
That's-
say this is the window. You can put the hook on the frame, run fishing wire, make a loop, and you can hang it, you just like have 2 little eye hooks on the side of the piece of art, and you'll be hanging it, and then they won't see the hook.
Why can't you have an S-hook on the back of your painting that's already
Oh
wired?
yeah, you can do
And
that.
S-hook it onto your fishing
Right.
wire?
Right,
The only thing is,
absolutely. Yeah.
If you're hanging any piece of art, and
2
you have the
S-hooks.
hook on below the top third, painting's gonna tilt a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing to be careful of. That's why I was thinking have the hook right at the very top of the painting, so when it's hanging, it's gonna hang
Yeah,
perpendicular
but
to
then you're
flat-
taking a hook and putting it into your frame. If
Right,
it's-
well, I'm not gonna hang
And I have
frame.
metal frames, my
Yeah,
metal, I
and-
can't do that.
You'd have to put on the back, but I think it's gonna have to be near the top of the art for it to hang straight. Otherwise, it's gonna tilt probably when you hang it. If it's in the middle, like it's the
Are
regular
all your
hooks.
pieces framed with metal?
Yes,
All of them?
yes,
I don't know. We have
it's
to
my
figure,
frame of choice.
we have to figure it out.
Unless
We
you
have
put
to
a
think about
small
it.
hook on the back of your frame, you got the small size, and glue it to, stick on the back of your frame. You do that, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll still have the hook on the window or on the frame of the window. You put a hook upside down on the back of your art, so this way when you get the
Hold the fishing
wire,
line?
it'll fishing line.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
One hook will be facing up, one hook will be facing down on the artwork, and then you can just hang it with the wire, with a fishing line.
Check it out. see.
You have to see how much of a margin you have.
Is
on
the artist supposed to bring these hooks with them and?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, probably. It's just, they're gonna be different sizes, and it depends upon the size of the work.
Yeah, we
So,
have to
I
put
think-
that all on the application,
I
Right.
think each artist should
and we'll have.
figure out, like, I'm gonna try to bring gallery wrap paintings without frames, and then I'll just put a little tack or an eyelet screw on the side. And even if I wanna, display it after this for another show, if you take that out, it's gonna just be a little hole in the side, it's not gonna show much.
You know, it might be a good idea the next meeting that we have
Just devoted to
to
this.
bring
Yeah.
a sample of what you're talking about so people can see
Right.
how it works.
Right.
Because I think people are gonna not understand. And I think to see it actually being done and all of that will help. Even if it's not the only way, and if for you it's not the way that it would work, at least it'll give people an idea of how to do it.
Okay, it's pretty simple. I mean, if you wanted to set up a day where we hang the work, you know, I can be at the location just to sort of help people set it up.
That'd be great.
That would be
But I think
great.
also for people that aren't that far along for the next regular meeting, I think it would be good, you know, a good thing to do too.
Sure.
If
Thank you.
you could ask them to bring one of the pieces of their own art,
Right.
and then go from there and show them, well, with this piece, it's different from another piece here.
Right.
Here's the way you put it together so that it'll
Right,
hang
each
up.
piece is going to be different.
You know.
You're having a framed piece, obviously, is going to be different than a
Right,
framed
every
piece.
piece is gonna be a little bit different. I mean, you're not gonna show 50, 60 pieces how to hang each one, but I mean, there might be 5 different ways of doing it.
Right.
You know, and that way they'll get it, and we could video it and just show them in
Yeah,
the
once we
video
have it
how
kind of
to
going.
Right.
how to do it.
It'll
You
work.
know,
And put it up on the,
Well, some of the
Yeah.
On
windows I
Facebook
know
and
that I
website.
measured were very high up.
good
They
idea.
were like 8 feet, so it's going to be hard to put hooks above the glass. But a window like this, and there were a lot of windows where maybe the top of the window was only 7 feet, 6 feet from the ground, it's very easy to put the hooks on the molding and then just run the wires down, and then you won't see it on the glass, and it'll have a cleaner look.
Yeah.
And if you do fishing line, it's really invisible as opposed to wire.
Would be very much better if done that way.
and even for the first couple of stores, we could video it
Right.
and show, you know, to keep it so people can see it. Just go to
Sure.
page 4
Right.
of our website
Right.
or whatever, and this is the demonstration how to,
Right,
because we
exactly.
have a lot of restaurants, hotels, and, you know, different abandoned stores, you
Yeah,
know.
the
We're doing the
interiors are gonna
restaurants,
be
we're doing it on
completely
the
different.
walls.
Yeah, that's a
And then
whole
we'll use
different
just these on the
thing.
wall.
Right.
It'll be easy.
And I think if we make a list of the supplies that people need and the best place to buy them, like
Right.
the fishing,
Yeah, maybe we
line.
could get them at a discount and stuff
And
like that. We
everything.
work together. We work together as artists, and, you know, like I helped you. I mean, just little things like that, putting things together. We really appreciate what
Yeah,
you've
I
done
gotta
for
give
us.
you-
I mean,
but
you know,
thank you very
Stu,
much.
I mean, that's
Right.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's,
but it won't be that hard. It really won't be. I think it's something that we all had to put this up in like 15 minutes, a piece of art. You know, just really, these go on the wall. You saw how quickly
Yeah,
we
it was
hung
quick.
the shelving on the back, and
Yeah, it was
it's
quick.
no different than putting a painting on a hook and on a wall. It's just
right.
it's
You know,
Some people are a little bit scared about doing it, you know, they're just afraid that they're gonna do it
it's
the
just
wrong way.
getting. We may have to bring like a ladder for the high windows. That's
Right. Well, I got the van, you just throw it in my van, that's all.
Right.
I have a ladder at home, no problem.
are we supposed to have a bio next to the work?
Yeah, well, you know what, let me email everybody about all that stuff, okay? Because we have,
Yeah, okay.
Christie's waiting, we're taking up a